Let me ask you something brutally honest. You watch English videos for hours. You read articles. You understand podcasts. You even enjoy English movies without subtitles. But when someone asks you, "Hey, how are you?" in English, your brain freezes. Your mouth stays closed. Your heart starts racing, and you end up saying nothing, or you switch to their language. If this is you, I need you to listen very carefully. This is not your fault. This is not a lack of intelligence, and this is not impossible to fix. Today, I'm going to reveal the 5 real, science-backed solutions that will transform you from someone who understands English into someone who speaks English with confidence. And trust me, by the end of this conversation, you'll finally understand why you've been stuck and exactly how to break free. Hello there, and welcome. If you're here, I know exactly where you are right now. You're that person who spends 30 minutes translating one paragraph on Google. You understand 80% of what native speakers say, but can't respond. You feel embarrassed when you have to speak in English meetings. You wonder why you're so good at listening and reading, but terrible at speaking. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. This problem is so common, it has a name. In the English learning community, we call this the Silent Proficiency Gap. It's the painful gap between your understanding skills and your speaking skills. And the worst part is, this gap is exactly what prevents people from passing IELTS exams, from getting hired at international companies, from moving abroad, from achieving true fluency. Because here is the truth. Understanding English is passive, speaking English is active, and your brain treats them completely differently. Let me explain what's actually happening in your brain. When you listen to English or read English, you're receiving information. Your brain is a receiver. You can process slowly, you can pause, you can re-watch, you can use subtitles. But when you speak English, you're creating information. Your brain is a producer. You need to think fast. You need to remember grammar. You need to pronounce correctly. You need to respond immediately. This is like watching a cooking video versus actually cooking. You can watch Gordon Ramsay make a perfect steak for hours. You understand every word, you know the steps, but when you try to cook it yourself, your steak is burnt, you're confused, you're nervous. That's exactly what happens with English. Your input skills, listening and reading, are way ahead of your output skills, speaking and writing. Now, let me talk about something crucial, IELTS. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It's the most recognized English proficiency exam in the world, used by universities, used by immigration departments, used by companies. And here is the shocking part. In IELTS, the speaking section is worth 25% of your total score. You can have perfect listening, perfect reading, perfect writing, but if your speaking is weak, your entire proficiency score drops dramatically. Many students I've talked to on Reddit share this exact problem. I understand everything in English. I get 8.0 in IELTS listening, but in speaking, I get 5.5. Why? The answer is simple. IELTS speaking tests your active proficiency, not your passive understanding. And that's exactly what we're fixing today. Solution number 1, the shadowing technique. This is the most powerful technique for transforming understanding into speaking. Here is how it works. Find a video with a native speaker. I recommend TED Talks, YouTube interviews, or Netflix. Listen to one sentence, pause the video, repeat exactly what they said, imitating their pronunciation, speed, and emotion. Repeat until you match them perfectly. Do this for 15 minutes every day. Why does this work? Because shadowing forces your brain to produce English, not just receive it. You're building what linguists call muscle memory for speaking. Your mouth muscles learn the exact movements needed for English sounds. Your brain learns the rhythm, the flow, the patterns. I want you to try this right now. Find a 30-second clip from any English video. Listen, pause, repeat. Do it 5 times. Notice how your mouth feels different after the 5th repetition. That's muscle memory forming. This is how children learn language. They shadow their parents constantly, and now you can do it too. Solution number 2, create your own English environment. You don't need to live in America or England to speak English fluently. You need to surround yourself with English everywhere. Here is what to do. Change your phone language to English. Change your computer language to English. Follow English social media accounts. Watch every YouTube video in English. No Portuguese subtitles. Think in English when you're alone. This is called immersion without immigration. You're creating the same conditions as someone living abroad without leaving your country. And here is the secret. When your environment is English, your brain has to speak English. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You're forced to activate your speaking muscles daily. One Reddit user shared, "I changed everything to English, my phone, my games, my Spotify. After 3 months, I started thinking in English automatically, and then I started speaking without translating. This is the power of environment." Solution number 3, speak to yourself every day. This sounds weird, I know, but it's one of the most effective techniques. Here is what to do. In the morning, talk to yourself while brushing your teeth today. "I'm going to work, the weather is nice, I feel good." During the day, narrate what you're doing. "I'm making coffee. Now I'm opening the fridge. I'm drinking water." At night, review your day in English today. "I worked hard. I learned something new. I'm tired but happy." Do this for 10 minutes every day. Why does this work? Because you're practicing speaking without fear. No one is judging you. No one is correcting you. No one is listening. You're building confidence in a safe space. And when you're confident speaking to yourself, you'll be confident speaking to others. This is called self-talk training. Professional speakers use it, athletes use it, and now you can use it too. Solution number 4, find a speaking partner. Yes, you need to speak with real people, but don't panic. You have options. Free options include the Tandem app, where you connect with people who want to learn your language. Hello Talk app, a language exchange community. Reddit English Learning, where you find conversation partners. Facebook groups like English Speaking Practice. Paid options include iTalk Professional with affordable native speakers, Preply with professional teachers, and Cambly for instant conversation. Start with 15-minute conversations. The goal is not perfection. The goal is practice. Here is what to say when you're nervous. "I'm learning English. I understand well, but I'm still practicing speaking. Can you speak slowly and help me?" Most people will be supportive. And here is the truth. Native speakers don't care about your mistakes. They care about your message. They've never judged you. They never will. The only person judging you is you. Solution number 5, embrace your errors. This is the most important solution because this is where 90% of people fail. Let me ask you something. Why are you afraid to speak English? Is it because you'll make mistakes? Yes, exactly. But here is what you need to understand. Everyone makes mistakes. Even native speakers. Even people with perfect IELTS scores make mistakes. The difference is they don't care. They speak anyway. Here is the truth. Your mistakes are not failures. They're feedback. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Every time someone corrects you, you improve. Errors are the path to fluency, not the obstacle. One successful IELTS student said, "I spoke English wrong for 3 years. I made hundreds of mistakes, but I spoke anyway. And now I have 8.5 IELTS, and I speak confidently. The secret is, speak first, perfect later. Don't wait until you're ready. You'll never be ready. Start speaking today, with mistakes, with errors, with fear. And slowly the fear will disappear." Now let me give you a simple action plan. In week 1, shadow 15 minutes daily. Change your phone to English and speak to yourself 10 minutes. In week 2, shadow 15 minutes daily. Speak to yourself 15 minutes and find a speaking partner. In week 3, shadow 20 minutes daily. Have 2 conversations with your partner and think in English all day. In week 4, shadow 20 minutes daily. Have 3 conversations with your partner and record yourself speaking. Do this for 4 weeks, and I promise you, you will speak differently. You will feel more confident. You will finally break the silent proficiency gap. Let me end with something important. You understand English. That means your brain already knows the language. You don't need to learn more vocabulary. You don't need to study more grammar. You need to activate what you already know. Speaking is not about being perfect. Speaking is about being bold. Speaking is about being human. Every time you speak English wrong, you're growing. Every time you make a mistake, you're learning. Every time you speak anyway, you're becoming fluent. So here is my challenge to you. Today, speak English. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, speak to yourself. Speak to a partner. Speak wrong. Just speak. Because the difference between someone who understands English and someone who speaks English is just one thing. They spoke anyway, and now you can too. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, hit that subscribe button, and remember, your fluency is waiting. All you need to do is speak. See you in the next video. Until then, keep speaking.